You know what they say, April showers bring Fiesta flowers. If you're excited about showing off your crown, why not give it your own fresh personal touch? I'm here with Andrea Sepulveda, who is going to show us how to do just that. Andrea, so why do you prefer fresh flowers instead of, the ones that you can get at like Hobby Lobby that are fake?
Well, fresh flowers, they're eco-friendly.
Okay, good point.
So your flower crown is going to last about 2 weeks. Fresh flowers gives you the chance to connect to nature. And I prefer fresh flowers because, and I do mix up, I say flesh sometimes.
Flesh flowers. Guys, it's a new term,
flesh
flowers. There you go.
But for me, it's very nostalgic. My mom was a florist when I was little, and she taught me how to wrap the flowers so that they wouldn't fall off, even if the stem would break. So that's what we're gonna do today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So it's a little way for me to just,
to honor her.
Yeah.
I love that so much. It definitely resonates with me. I think a lot of people, right? Mom always knew how to do things best, and now you're doing it. So, okay, to make a crown, what would someone need at home if they wanted to go grab some flowers, maybe from H-E-B, and get started?
Well, all you need are the flowers,
okay,
the floral wire,
okay,
floral tape, and some regular household wire cutters.
Okay, definitely won't use these as an instrument, right? With the stomp group, maybe you could. Very easy though, definitely things that I think people could practice with. So look at this. This is kind of how it starts, but you already wrapped some flowers. Can you teach me how to wrap one?
Sure. So this is a carnation, so we have some here that aren't wrapped. You take one, I'll take the other.
Okay.
So we're gonna cut some wire.
Okay.
Yeah.
About that long.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be super precise. That's one really nice thing about this is that it doesn't have to be precise. We're not trying to be perfect.
Yes, it can be your own. So you're kind of learning as you go as well, I assume.
And this wire's pretty soft. You kind of just smooth it out.
Okay.
And we're gonna poke it through that wide part of the carnation.
Like in the middle?
You're gonna poke it right through.
Let me see.
Because usually if a carnation would break, it's gonna break about there.
Oh, okay.
And so if it does break, it won't fall off your flower crown.
Wow, that's a very great tip. So y'all, I put it through. There you go. Now what? You folded it down, kind of like a U?
Yeah, we're gonna fold it down so it's almost like it's becoming part of the stem.
Oh, okay. And now what?
Now we're gonna take some floral tape. So this floral tape, it stretches and it gets sticky.
Okay.
So it's really perfect to wrap with. You've got a roll right there.
Okay, I'm gonna leave a little bit out because I hadn't left a little out. So I got my own roll.
And it just tears like that. You don't even need scissors. You just rip it right off.
And it's not terribly sticky, y'all.
It'll get stickier. Your hands will get really sticky.
Oh, I'm like, it's not that sticky. And you start from the top or underneath?
Sometimes I'll put it underneath the wire. I feel like it stays better.
Okay, and then you wrap around?
And then, so try to keep the tape flat when you wrap around it. Sometimes it starts to kind of curl up, but it'll stick better and lay flatter.
I feel like I'm pulling it as I go, right? So it stays straight.
Yeah, and you can tell when you stretch it out, it gets a little bit lighter in color. So you're like, yeah, there you go.
Like that, I got you. And do you need to wrap around one area several times or just keep going all the way down?
You could go several, but as long as it's, pretty evenly covered over the whole stem, that should be sufficient.
Well, you're the pro. I feel like, are you already done with yours? Oh my lordy.
Well, I'm gonna grab, it's usually, you have to grab like a few pieces of tape. See, like that stretched out?
Yes. So then you just layer it, and how many layers should it have?
At least one all the way down.
At least one all the way. So
it helps the flower crown stay together. It's sort of like the stems will slide and maybe the flowers might fall out.
So you're teaching me how to do this, but you're going to be teaching a lot of other people how to do this, right? And how can people be a part of that? Tell me all about it.
So I have 2 flower crown workshops coming up. Friday, April 21st in the evening, and then Sunday, April 23rd in the early afternoon.
How cool, and how can someone sign up?
On my website, it's loveartstyle.com.
Cool, and they're gonna learn all of what I'm learning, but you'll have more time. It won't be under TV magic pressure. You're right, this did get stickier, that's so interesting. How did I do?
Pretty good, yeah.
Okay.
No, that looks great.
Wow, guys, I feel like a true flower artiste. Your mom hopefully would be proud of me too. Okay, so now
we're gonna grab our crown that's already started.
Okay.
You're gonna sort of like lay it on top.
Okay, let me turn to see how you're,
So you don't want too big of a gap between the flowers. You wanna sort of like, almost like
Is that good?
Hug the other one, perfect.
Okay, and then?
Grab another piece of floral tape.
Oh, I gotta get some tape, y'all. Let me do that real quick. How big should it be?
A
Oh,
few inches,
okay.
you know. Again, doesn't have to be precise between
Yes.
6 inches and a foot.
Okay, a little sticky, tricky tape. I was like, it's not
Yeah.
sticky at all.
I like
Okay.
to hold it and then start wrapping around.
Okay.
And again, I'm trying to keep it flat so it lays flat.
Doing this real quick.
And
Okay.
you can sort of hold the crown and wrap it around with the
Y'all,
other hand.
I will say this, and I'm gonna say
Give me
it.
the pokies.
It's okay. It's not as difficult as I've thought, and I've done other crafts on the show, and I'm like, ooh, this I could never do this, but I could do this at home for sure.
Oh,
Am I
yeah.
doing that right?
Yes, absolutely.
Guys, I'm making a
Yeah.
flower crown.
It's very, very beginner friendly.
I'm proof of that for sure. Let me tell you. And you're a great teacher. You're patient
Oh,
and
thank
like
you.
describing it well.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna grab another piece. I'm
Okay.
gonna go. You can, you know, add as
Okay.
much tape in between. It's a little bit more sturdy.
Okay.
Secure the more tape you add.
But it's okay to like layer, right? You can put
yeah.
another one, you'll do that again. So y'all look how pretty that one part, and imagine all filled up with these beautiful colors that you chose. So how can people sign up? I know you have a special offer for our audience who will be attending, right? Or for the flower crowns themselves, 10% off?
Yes. So
Yes.
So if you sign up for my newsletter on my website, I do 10% off all the time for my newsletter
Oh, how
subscribers.
fun. Perfect. So get that newsletter, see what our girl Andrea is doing. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Yeah, of
Your flower
course.
crown looks great. I got to try this one on, y'all. Come
Go
on.
try it on.
For Fiesta and Easter, we'll do it all at once. Super, super cute. Thanks so much.